I used to believe that hard work, loyalty, and love were enough to build a lasting marriage. That belief was shattered the day I found out what my wife had been doing while I was working 12-hour shifts to keep a roof over our heads. My name is Eric Dawson. I'm 36, a senior mechanical engineer for a manufacturing plant in Ohio. The job's tough, grueling hours, strict deadlines, and the kind of stress that eats away at your back and shoulders until even sleep feels like work. But I did it for us. For Sarah. For the life we'd promised each other. We'd been married 7 years. No kids, but plenty of dreams. A cozy home in the suburbs. Vacations we never had time for. And a future I thought we were building together. Turns out, only one of us was putting in the work. The first red flag. It started subtly. Sarah began acting distant. Short answers, fake smiles, always on her phone. At first, I chalked it up to stress. She worked remotely in digital marketing, so she was home all day while I labored away at the plant. I figured maybe cabin fever had set in, but one night, I came home early. An unexpected power outage at the factory cut my shift short. I walked in quietly, tired, hoping to surprise her with dinner. What I got instead was a different kind of surprise. She didn't hear me come in. I found her in the living room, whispering on her phone with a smile I hadn't seen in months. When she noticed me, she jumped, fumbled with her phone, mumbled something about work stuff, and brushed past me like I was a stranger. That smile wasn't meant for me. I knew it then. I didn't confront her right away. Instead, I started paying attention. Her phone was always face down. She kept going out for errands at odd hours. She'd started dressing nicer, even to go to the grocery store. Perfume for the gas station? Please. My gut screamed at me. Something was going on, so I installed a monitoring app on her laptop. Yes, it was sneaky, but after everything I'd done for her, I needed the truth. What I found broke me. Hundreds of messages. Flirty, graphic, emotional. His name was Brian, a personal trainer she'd met at the gym she just started trying out. She'd been meeting him at our house, in our bed, while I was busting my ass at work. She was playing house with a man who probably couldn't even spell loyalty. I didn't confront her, not yet. Instead, I planned. If she wanted to destroy our marriage quietly, I would end it loudly, with precision, with control, and without her seeing it coming. I made copies of the messages, screenshots, video logs from the webcam I'd installed. Yeah, I went full detective. I contacted a divorce attorney. Ohio is an equitable distribution state, but with evidence of adultery, I could leverage it big time. Sarah thought she was smart. She didn't know I had already removed her as a beneficiary from my life insurance. Didn't know I'd opened a separate bank account months ago and averted my direct deposits. I even pretended to be emotionally clueless, still loving, still supportive. Let her think I was a fool. The confrontation was staged like a movie. It was our anniversary. She didn't plan anything, of course. But I told her I made dinner reservations. Got her dressed up. Told her to meet me at our spot, a quiet Italian place where we'd gone on our first date. She walked in smiling. I walked in with a manila envelope, sat down, slid the folder across the table. "What's this?" she asked, sipping wine like nothing was wrong. "Proof," I said. "Proof of every lie you've told me while I was working myself into the ground to give you everything." She paled. Her hands trembled as she flipped through the photos, screenshots, timestamps. I saw the realization hit her like a brick wall. I can explain. No, you can't. I'm not here for an apology. I'm here to tell you it's over. I already filed for divorce. You'll be served tomorrow. Also, I know about the $5,000 you transferred to your business account last month. It's being reversed. Her face dropped. Oh, and Brian? I smiled. He's married. I sent everything to his wife. She was quite interested. She stared at me, speechless, humiliated in the same restaurant where she once said she loved me. I moved out that night, not because I had to, but because I wanted a fresh start. She stayed in the house for a little while, but after the divorce, the court awarded me the property. Why? because I proved she violated the fidelity clause in our prenup. She left, tail between her legs, to stay with her sister. Brian, his wife divorced him and took the kids. Karma works fast when it has GPS. As for me, I took a 2-week vacation for the first time in years, hiked in Colorado, breathed air that didn't taste like regret, and I started living for myself again. I still work 12-hour shifts sometimes, but now I come home to peace, not lies. If you're out there working yourself to bone for someone, make sure they're worth it. Love is a two-way street, and betrayal, it's not the end of your story. It's just the start of a better one. She betrayed me while I was breaking my back for us. I gave her the ultimate payback, my silence, my strength, and my freedom. And trust me, that hit harder than any revenge ever could. I moved out that night, not because I had to, but because I refused to breathe the same air where my love had been murdered. Sarah stayed in the house, clinging to what was left, but it wasn't long before that too slipped through her fingers. The divorce hit her harder than she expected. Ohio might be equitable, but with the evidence I had, the judge wasn't sympathetic. I got the house. I got the car. She got exactly what she gave me. Emptiness. And Brian? His wife was more savage than I ever could be. After I sent her the messages, she posted every screenshot on social media. The post went viral. Cheaters of Columbus, they called it. Brian lost his clients. His gym cut ties with him. And the best part? His wife sued him for emotional distress. He's now a part-time Uber driver. As for Sarah, she tried texting me a month later, said she made a mistake, that she missed the way I made her feel safe. So I replied with a single message. I was your home. You set it on fire, live with the ashes. I blocked her. 1 year later, I'm no longer the man who dragged himself through double shifts for someone who never looked back. I started my own engineering consulting firm, hired a small team, set my own hours. I travel. I smile more. I wake up without knots in my stomach. And last week, I walked past that same Italian restaurant where I ended it all. She was there, alone. She saw me through the window. Our eyes locked for a second, and that's when it hit me. She wasn't sad she lost me. She was sad I never came back begging. So I nodded once and walked away. She cheated while I was breaking my back to build our future. Now I'm living the dream she was never meant to be part of. And that, right there, was the ultimate payback. Fire victory doesn't always roar. Sometimes it just walks away smiling.